And welcome to a new episode of the Valley Sports Podcast. I'm here joined with Chase Neer, Carter Gooch, Brady Smith, and Rich Sappington. Carter, tell the people we're going to go over.
We got high school football, soccer, NBA, college basketball, NFL, and college football.
Now, let's start off with the high school football games. We're only going to talk about two classes today, Class 6 and Class 5. Green Valley's in Class 5. But first, we're going to talk about Class 6. DeSmet Jesuit defeated Rockbridge 23-16. I don't think that was an upset. I think DeSmet was supposed to win that one.
Yeah.
Christian Brothers College defeated Jackson 35-23, and Christian Brothers College will play DeSmet Jesuit in the state semis. Liberty North absolutely destroyed Oak Park 38-7. And this is actually going to be the Oak Park's head coach last game, as he said midseason that he will resign because of an issue with the administration.
Ooh, that's rough.
And Rockhurst destroyed Nixa 38-14. This game was actually supposed to be pretty close. Rockhurst will be playing Liberty North in the state semifinals. I think the winner of that game wins state.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Well,
They're
I
both
think
really
Liberty
good.
I think
North just
Liberty
wins.
North's gonna win state.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be Christian Brothers versus
Liberty North.
Liberty
I
North.
think Liberty North will win it.
And now let's go to Class 5. This is the one class that we all care about. Central Cape Girardeau defeated Eureka 32-29. I believe a majority of us said Eureka to win that one. And then
I said Central.
And then Cardinal Ritter defeated Fort Zumwalt North 68-14. No shocker
Golly.
there.
Yeah, oh my god.
In the quarterfinals, that's crazy.
Cardinal Ritter will play Central in the state semis. And Republic has done it again, upsetting Elias Catholic 28-21. That's their second straight upset. They upset in the district championship game, and now they've upset in the state quarterfinals, who they will be playing Webb City. Unfortunately, they beat Green Valley 42-35.
Yeah.
Chase, what do we think about that game?
I mean, you can only do so much, you know. I mean, that team, that city in general, a football town. I mean, those kids are just ingrained into that system. I mean, just there were few mistakes here and there, but that game they're such a great team. Their offense is, I feel like no matter who they play in this in the championship game, if they beat Republic, no matter who they play in these next two games, they're going to score over 40 points. That's just how it's going to work with their offense. So, yeah, it just fell short.
Well, their offense, they have the triple option run play. And their quarterback is just so fast and can just take off with the ball.
The first drive that they had was on like the 20 or something.
Yeah, and he just
and
ran
there was a
all
small
the
gap,
way.
and he
was-
took off.
it
It was
was
like
crazy.
3rd and long, like 15 or something, because they had a penalty. And then like 3rd and 15 to start the game. Oh, we're about to get the ball, go score. Nope, just takes it 80 yards.
We were
to the
about to
house.
have a great start to that game, an opening statement,
we
and
were.
then
Well, we were winning
the-
14-7 at one point, right?
yeah, but then the 4'2" kid just takes off with like a 3.5 40-yard time.
So do you guys think Webb City will make it to the state finals?
After seeing
think
them
so.
play, yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Versus
And I
Cardinal Ritter,
I think
of course,
Webb City
probably.
can make it close, probably in the district, or not the district, but the state final. But I think Cardinal Ritter will pull away with it in the end and
Yeah.
win by like 2 or 3 possessions.
Yeah, well they beat a team like by a lot. It was in a quarterfinals game.
quarterfinals game.
That should be competition. They just blew them out the water. You know?
Well, Webb City might have some competition with Republic because like
they have
Republic
upset.
beat Elias Catholic by 7 points, who Elias Catholic lost to Cardinal Ritter by 1
Yeah.
earlier
Yeah.
this year.
Jeez, Republic might.
So Republic beat Elias Catholic better than Cardinal Ritter did.
Yeah.
So Republic might have something special for Webb City. And so let's get into our predictions for the Class 5. Central versus Cardinal Ritter. Cardinal Ritter's 12-0. Central's 10-3. Ritter has a higher points per game and has allowed fewer points allowed per game. And they've now extended their win streak to 26 and winning their 30 of their last 31 games. Central's 3 losses were to Hillsborough, and they lost 28-35. Cardinal Ritter actually beat Hillsborough 34-21, and Popular Bluff Central lost to in overtime 35-41, and they lost to Jackson 0-50.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we're predictions, right?
Yeah, Chase, you start.
Just gotta go Cardinal Ritter.
Cardinal Ritter.
Cardinal Ritter.
It's hard to go against Cardinal Ritter.
Yeah, the school from St. Louis is just too good. And now let's get into the most competitive semifinal match. Republic against Webb City. Webb City's a 2-loss team, so is Republic. Both offenses are fairly even. Republic's defense is slightly worse. And they both actually have a common opponent, Nixa, who they both lost to. Republic lost to him 28-31. Webb City lost to him 7-14. And then Webb City's second loss was to Carthage, who they lost to 30-20. And Republic actually won that one 20-14. So this one might be closer than we all think.
Yeah. But after watching Webb City play, I mean, that's just a great team. That offense is crazy. I gotta go Webb City.
Yeah, the quarterback run plays and just, I mean, all the run plays are just unstoppable for Webb City, so I'm going to pick Webb City.
I'm going with Webb City on this one.
I guess I'm jumping on the Webb City bandwagon. The quarterback is just too fast.
I've got Webb City too. But let's talk about this Green Valley football team and their great season that they had this year. One loss team going into playoffs. One loss, unfortunately, going to Oak Park, a game that we should have won, who is a class ahead of us. Ty Williams, who is arguably the best running back in the state of Missouri. Maybe committing to a D1 college. We don't know yet.
Don't know yet.
See.
Sal Caldarella, another senior who impacted this Green Valley team hugely after transferring from Blue Springs. We wish him the best in whatever colleges he goes to. And then give me some more seniors that did
Noah.
well. Braylon Harden. Noah Ola, unfortunately, what did he do to his collarbone?
Pretty sure he dislocated it.
Yeah.
Which really sucks.
So we wish him the best health. Braylon Harden had a great season.
Styles Blackman
with an amazing season. He's going to be committing to a D2 school.
Just the whole senior class.
Yeah. This football team's the greatest that Green Valley's seen in a little bit.
In a while, yeah.
Yeah. And for us to make it to the state quarterfinals again and losing sucks. But at least we know that we still have the history of making it to the quarterfinal and winning districts 5 times in a row, and hopefully they can pass the baton down, and the now junior class can hopefully get us to our 6th straight district championship. Now let's transition into soccer. Sporting Kansas City will be playing the Houston Dynamo this Sunday at 6 o'clock. Sporting finished 8th in the West. Houston finished 4th in the West. Sporting actually making it into the playoffs on decision day. Sporting lead the head-to-head, 18 wins to 13 draws and 14 losses. The last meeting that they had, Sporting won 2-1. And the last time that they had in Houston was October 3rd, 2020. And since then, Sporting has been 0-2-2. The big injuries in this one for Sporting is Logan Ndinbe, the guy who scored his first 2 career goals in the playoffs against St. Louis City, the 1 seed. He also has an assist this year. And we have Corte Ford, who got injured in the regular season and only played 14 matches. And Tim Leibold, who played a majority of the season, got injured towards playoffs, and he has 2 assists on the year. Houston, not missing a whole lot. They're missing, I don't even want to say this guy's name. He's from Nigeria. It's Ifunashi Achara, who hasn't played a match this year. And then Tate Schmidt, who played 5 games this year and has only scored 1 goal. You guys don't know a whole lot about soccer here, but I still want to get your guys' predictions.
Well, thank you for all the statistical stuff you
Yeah.
brought into that. That was amazing. Back-to-back weeks with
Actually,
that.
doing the calculations in my head with the statistics and who's out, I'm gonna say how do you pronounce Courtney Ford? Who's out? That's a fun
Yeah.
name. Also, we live in Kansas City, so I'm gonna go Sporting Kansas City.
I don't know too much about soccer, but I know that there's a team in Kansas City, so I'm going to pick Sporting Kansas City.
Philadelphia Union.
Okay, that's not an option.
That is an option. I'm making an option.
Okay, Brady picks Sporting.
Sporting, Casey?
I've got Sporting and pins. I think Tim Melia wins it for us in pins again.
What is pins?
Penalty kicks. So
You should have just said
yeah.
penalty kicks, not pins.
It's like sudden death.
Well, yeah, I know.
not really.
It's like the same thing.
And then our last notable match is actually happening today as we're filming Monday.
Ooh.
The U.S. men's national team will be playing Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh, isn't there history there? I saw like a thing on ESPN about that.
Yeah, there is. The USA actually struggled that entire game to put the ball into the back of the net. They had 26 total shots in that game, 8 of them actually on target. But their 3 goals and the 3-0 win actually came in the final 10 minutes. Pepe
Golly.
scored in the 82nd minute. Anthony Robinson scored in the 86th minute. And the guy from Borussia Dortmund, Giovanni Reina, scored in the 89th minute. And then Trinidad and Tobago actually missing a player, Noah Powder, who got 2 yellows, one in the 18th minute, one in the 38th minute. So he will be suspended for this next game and will not be playing in the second leg. So now I'm going to ask you guys your prediction. I'm going to help you out here. Legs means like it's 2 series where the scores combine. So the game starts off like 3-0 U.S. lead.
Like they play again tonight.
Yeah, they're playing at 6 o'clock Monday.
Oh, okay. That's kind of cool.
But
Wait,
like,
so when was that match played?
this was last Thursday.
Oh, that's kind of cool though.
Well, 3-0 lead or 3-0 lead.
This will be in Trinidad and Tobago.
I think the US of A is gonna pull out here, and I also think we're winning the World Cup in what 2024.
6.
Oh, 2026. Oh yeah, cause it's here, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, we have a game in Kansas City. Well, yeah, we're winning.
United States of America. That's all I got.
USA.
Well, I'm from the USA, so I'm gonna say the USA.
Let's get a USA, USA, USA.
That was lame.
Trinidad and Tobago missing Noah Powder will be big for them. They're ranked the guy that got a red card in the last game. Trinidad and Tobago is ranked 99th in the world, while the U.S. are 11. So I've got U.S. in the big one, probably 4-0.
Oh.
So wait, I got a question. Why do you say nil, not 0?
0 and 0 are the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, why not just say 0?
It's a soccer thing.
It's a
Actually,
European
yeah,
thing.
it's called soccer.
Actually, it's
not-
called football.
No, not football.
Americano
Can we
football.
please transition?
Football Americano.
And then let's go to the NBA real quick. So this last weekend, Saturday, Miami was actually up 22-1 with 5:08 left in the first quarter, with a 95.3% chance to win this game. And the Bulls had a big fourth quarter, and they won 102-97.
The Bulls were getting booed at the beginning of the game. They were getting booed, and they
Alex
came back
Cruz
and won.
got fouled hard in that game too.
He did. He's good though. He'll probably get traded though.
He's a dog.
He's a role player, but he's good.
Zach LaVine might get traded. What are your thoughts about that?
I don't think the Bulls should be trading a lot of their guys. I think that the guys that they have there are pretty good. I mean, they had a close one with the Raptors like a month ago, and now they just beat a team that went to the NBA Finals last year after being down 21 points.
I think Zach LaVine's really good, but is he just raw? And is he just good because he gets the ball all the time? Or is he going to go to another big team who's got another number 1 option, and he's not going to do very well?
I think Zach LaVine's a pretty average player. I mean, he's not like a standout superstar, but he's all right.
I think he's just like a better Jordan Poole. I think he's the number 1 option, so he puts up good numbers.
Well, Jordan Poole's just good in the regular season at 3-point shooting, and then he takes a dookie in the playoffs. And then
That's gross.
do you guys think Oklahoma City could make it to the NBA Finals? They are second in the West, 10-4, and they're on a 5-game winning streak.
That was going to be my prediction. You know, I was looking at the standings this morning, and I was like, you know, maybe OKC's going to make it, you know? But then I had to
we're
be
not
realistic, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's
We're
also
not-
fun because that's a young squad.
but we're not too far into the season, so we can't like be like, ooh.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
for sure's yet. Like you could even see the Celtics just somehow drop and then just whatever. But I mean, as it stands right now, Thunder's playing some good basketball.
Hey, and what did I say, guys? The Magic are 8-5 and
All right,
are,
buddy.
are in 5th in the East.
Okay, buddy.
And then
Yep,
Oklahoma
Clippers still suck.
Oklahoma City was able to extend their win streak and make Golden State keep on losing. OKC's been a part of 2 games of Golden State's 6-game losing streak. Golden State was actually second in the West and has now dropped to 10th in the West
Are
with the
they
last
still
spot in the
without-
play-in.
Are they still out with Steph Curry? Is Steph Curry playing or no?
Steph Curry's been playing. Klay Thompson's been playing. Everybody's been playing.
Klay Thompson's been playing horrible. Though. He's
Everybody's
playing the
just
worst
been
basketball.
terrible.
Maybe they just need Jordan Poole back.
No,
What the heck?
no. The Wizards
Oh my
are doing
gosh.
terrible. Jordan Poole.
I
mean,
know. I saw a video of his highlights today, and I was like, oh.
There was
they have
a
2 wins. Like
there was a video that came out of Jordan Poole, like him walking out of the team huddle and just kind of looking back, like he wasn't paying any attention to the play that was written up, and so he had to explain in the press conference that, like, no, I was just going back to make sure, and I was definitely paying attention
Liar.
because
Liar.
Liar,
it looked
pants
like
on
he wasn't
fire.
paying attention. And then the Spurs are not helping Victor Wembanyama. The Spurs are last in the West on an 8-game losing streak, but Victor Wembanyama leads the team in points average, rebounds average, steals average, and blocks average.
so everything.
So
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
dude
So
is
everything.
the team.
Except
Dude's a
for
dog.
assists.
Except for
Dude is-
assists.
Dude's a dog,
because he takes the ball.
but the
Yeah.
team is dog water.
Yes.
Victor Wembanyama is the San Antonio Spurs.
I mean, Victor Wembanyama actually being able to carry that team and lead that team, he might be an all-star in the first year.
What, to 8 straight losses? Is that what he's leading them to?
No, the rest of the team is
The
leading
rest of
him
the
to
team,
8 straight. The Spurs are leading Victor into 8 straight losses.
Yep.
And then let's transition into some more basketball. This time college. We'll start off with the women here. Missouri's 3-1. Their one loss was a 7-point loss to St. Louis. But Green Valley alum Grace Slaughter is leading the team in
Playing
minutes with
great.
34.5
Yup.
minutes played, and also leading the team in free throw percentage, which is 100%, 4 for 4. She went 3 for 3 in one game and 1 for 1 in another, and she is second in points on the team with 15.3 averaged.
She's cooking.
Cooking. Let her cook.
She
Let her cook. I mean, she started off her college career how she ended at Green Valley, just dominant basketball. That's all it really is.
And then the rankings also came out today. Number 2 Iowa bounced back from a loss to Kansas State, 65-53, with a win over Drake, 113-90. Iowa
Drake
actually
is a tough team, you know.
Iowa actually only dropped 3 spots, which is kind of surprising. UCLA jumping, Colorado and Stanford also jumping up. Kansas State jumped up into 16th place in the nation. And Missouri is nowhere to be seen in the receiving votes or the top 25.
Well, that's what you get when you lose to St. Louis. I mean,
Yeah.
St. Louis only has 1 loss.
I mean, let's be honest. Is Mizzou women's basketball even good? Is the only reason we talk about it just because of Grace?
I mean, considering that they're 3-1, I'd say they're all right. Now,
Well,
it's
they
really
haven't played
going to
anybody.
come down into SEC play if they
Yeah.
can hang there.
Yeah.
Which SEC girls basketball is always a little weaker than men's. I mean, obviously you have LSU, South Carolina, but that's really it.
But the SEC's always dominant against any other conference.
True.
Yep.
South Carolina might go undefeated this year. LSU actually shockingly looking a little bit weak after their
Well,
first game
Angel
of the season.
Reese, she's suspended
Yeah.
because of low grades.
But she also got benched in the same game as well. She didn't play the entire half of the game that
I think
they
she was
almost
just hyped
lost.
up, you know what I'm saying? Literally, like, she got all these NIL deals, you know what I'm saying, through the summer or whatever, right after
She was
won
also
the
on Sports
national
Illustrated, like
championship, yeah.
swimsuit edition or whatever.
And then as soon as you could probably already tell that she was going to fall off.
And then let's talk about more Missouri basketball.
No,
but this
stop.
time,
No.
it's going to be slightly worse talking
No.
about the men's basketball team.
let's-
They,
You know what? We're a football school. We've always claimed to be a football school.
Yeah.
Never
Yeah,
claimed to be a basketball
for,
school.
for the people who
Last
don't
year.
know what happened, Sunday night, they lost to 0-5 Jackson State team at home.
At home. You know, I will say Jackson State's the best 0-5 team in the nation.
Well, they
So-
have 1 win now because they beat you.
Yeah, I don't know, rough game.
That's just
You know,
embarrassing. You can't blame the 3-point percentage because you always say any team that Mizzou plays has a high 3-point percentage. They had like
Yeah.
11% in that game up until the final end.
Yeah, my thing is with this Mizzou team, it's kind of the opposite of last year. Last year we obviously had Kobe Brown and Demoy Hodge, 2 NBA players. Kobe Brown getting quality minutes with the Clippers. Losing 2 NBA players, you're not just gonna come back and be good. We just have a bunch of role players. We don't have that superstar.
And then Texas survived Louisville Sunday night as well. Beat them 81-80 on a buzzer beater. And then number 10 FAU got upset by 1-3 Bryant, 61-52, also at home. Number 14 Arkansas got upset by 1-1 UNC Greensboro, 78-72, also at home. Number 3 Arizona is also averaging 99.6 points per game through 5 games. Those games include 122 points to Morgan State, 78 to Duke, 97 to Southern, 100 to Belmont, and 101 to UT Arlington. Arizona's offense is looking unstoppable.
Yeah, they look good.
Yeah, really good.
And Arizona will play Michigan State, who's actually luckily stayed in the rankings, which also came out today. Michigan State only dropped 3. They are the only 2-loss team in the top 25, and they're at 21.
Wow.
Now Michigan State's not the only 1-loss team. There's actually 5 now. Duke, Arkansas, USC, Kentucky, and
we beat
FAU.
Kansas beat them, by the way.
Congrats, dude.
We're the number 1 team in the nation.
Kansas got 52 of the votes. Only 9 others were spread about. Number 5, or Purdue got 5 votes. Arizona got 3, and UConn got 1. And that's all we pretty much have for college basketball. This has been a big week for the NFL, actually.
A lot of injuries.
A lot of injuries.
A lot.
Quarterback signings because of quarterback injuries. Let's start off with the Cleveland Browns.
DTR, baby.
They signed Joe Flacco, but do they even need him? Because
No, they don't.
DTR might be that guy.
They got DTR. They don't need Joe Flacco, you know what I'm saying? Maybe as a good role model to DTR,
Yeah.
but
Joe
They don't
Flacco's
need
not
him.
a guy that you sign to play. You sign him to be in that quarterback room with a young DTR, help him learn, help him grow, develop. And if it comes into a situation, Joe Flacco still has a lot of experience in the NFL. He can go and plug and play, probably better than DTR, but they'll probably stick with DTR.
I mean, the Browns just absolutely dominated in that game. I wouldn't say dominated. It was close the entire way through.
It was close.
Um,
Their defense, both defenses just played
but they
amazing.
prevailed.
And the Steelers' offense is horrible.
Horrible. Matt
Horrible.
Canada, how does he still have a job?
Like, Kenny Pickett had under 100 passing yards.
He had a
Yeah.
106.
Ridge should probably do
106?
better, honestly.
He did?
I get
Oh,
better.
I swear at one point he had 94. Like, oh my gosh. Kenny Pickett is bad. He is
Well, I don't even know if he's just bad. It's the
I
play
wouldn't
calling.
even say that he's bad because he didn't even throw a pick. The Steelers didn't turn the ball over once in that
Yeah,
game.
no.
They just couldn't get the yards going. They only had
Punted.
249, and 106 of them was from Kenny Pickett. The running back,
Jalen Warren had
Jalen
120 yards.
129 yards with a touchdown.
Yeah.
But did you see what he said in his post-game conference? He was like, man, I'm tired of it because the defenses know what we're running and know what we're doing because Matt Canada is not good at
Wait, was that
playing
Warren or Najee that said that?
Pretty sure it was Warren. Was it not?
It was one of the two.
It was one of them.
one of them.
That
It was
said
a
that.
running back.
And that's just ridiculous if your own players in their post-game conference after a loss are saying that.
And do you guys think that there's some trouble in New York? The New York Jets got absolutely mollywopped by the Bills.
You have Zach Wilson as your quarterback, so I think
Well, not
you're
anymore.
going to have
Tim Boyle was.
Tim Boyle was announced starter about 2 hours ago.
maybe they'll actually win a game.
Jets head coach Robert Saleh hasn't decided who will start next week at quarterback against the Dolphins. The backup actually came in for the Jets in the third quarter, I believe, after they lost 32-6 to the Bills. Tim Boyle came in, and even the third string, Thomas Morstead, actually came in. Tim Boyle completed 7 passes, which is the same as Zach Wilson. Morstead completed all of his passes that went for 18 yards. That was actually the punter when they fake punted on 4th down and actually ran it for 40 yards, but then there was he stepped out of bounds a little bit early, so they only got 18 on that play. And now we can recap some games and some injuries. We kind of intermixed injuries with the games, so that way we could talk about the games a little bit instead of just the injuries. The Baltimore Ravens defeated the Cincinnati Bengals 34-20 Thursday night. An absolutely dominant win.
Are the Bengals
by
done?
the Ravens? I
You don't
think the
think-
Bengals
will
might
they-
be
Well,
done.
after the
Will they make the playoffs?
after Joe
after Joe
Burrow being
Burrow
out
is out,
for
man.
the year.
with his wrist injury.
Wrist
Joe
Yeah.
Burrow, Joe Shiesty.
Did you see the video where he was wearing the weird wrist thing
Yeah,
before the
before the
game?
game.
And they took the-
Now
And they
they're
took the video
investigating
down
it.
and they're
Yup.
investigating it. Yeah.
He had a brace on or something like that,
Yeah.
and he wasn't listed on the
Yeah,
thing. So
you
that's
can't
like
disclose injuries
That's
like
a
that.
big deal.
The NFL.
That's like lose picks bad.
Because you could there could be betting, for
Yeah.
betting that you can't do that.
Ravens now secure that top spot.
Oh, that division.
Well,
I mean, you still have the
they're still the
Browns
Browns.
there.
They're still the
They're
Browns.
It's gonna
Yeah.
come down to the Ravens and Browns, but I think that the Browns might lose a game or two because they're missing
Because
Deshaun.
of DTR.
They're missing Deshaun. They're missing. They started the year with Nick Chubb, but they don't have him.
Yeah.
anymore.
Trump Fords.
But
I forgot about that. The
but I don't-
Browns could be so dominant
they
right now
were
if Nick
so-
Chubb didn't get hurt.
I don't think the Browns will be that bad without Deshaun Watson.
No.
No.
DTR is not a bad
I mean,
quarterback.
Deshaun Watson was playing decent, but he wasn't playing like I was mine. Or
But
anything.
I
Could
think
you-
with Joe Flacco, I think he'll improve
Yeah.
to be a better quarterback, just because then he has that guidance from a great great quarterback in 2010.
Yeah, he was good around that time. But he knows his knowledge and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
so-
he has
Smart,
knowledge about the game. So
wise, 50 years
Wise.
old, but it's okay.
I don't think he would come into play.
I don't think he'll play, but
because
I think he.
I don't
But
think he
I
was
also
signed
think-
to play. I think he was signed to teach him.
Yeah.
Because I doubt he would want to play. He's 38 years old.
I also think if it comes down to it, DTR is just playing horrendous. You can still plug and play, and he'll do okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He spent time with 5 other teams.
Yeah.
And the Browns is now his 6th team. He was mostly known for being with the Ravens,
Yep.
winning a Super Bowl there. Moved to the Broncos in 2019, went to the Jets in 20, went to the Eagles in 21, went back to the Jets in 21 to 22, and now with the Browns. So he's kind of been spreading about ever since 2018, which is pretty much past his prime, so I doubt he would even want to play.
But also, Mark Andrews, he's out for the year.
Yep, that's rough.
The big losses there in the AFC North. Joe Burrow with the Bengals, Deshaun Watson with the Browns and Nick Chubb, Baltimore Ravens with Mark Andrews.
J.K. Dobbins, I guess.
Steelers not really missing anybody. They just aren't.
They just
good.
aren't that good.
Yeah.
The Detroit Lions, who has been absolutely dominant this year, had a scare with the Chicago Bears, where they beat 31 to 26. The Bears had a 98.2% chance to win the game with 4:15 left in the fourth quarter, and they absolutely blew it. Defense even got a safety. But this is the first time the Detroit Lions has had an 8-2 start since 1962. And just to think that 2 years ago in 2021, they started off the year 3-13-1.
That's bad. Okay, I'm going to say this now. Justin Fields is not the problem.
No.
He's
He
not the
never
problem.
has
I don't
been.
think so.
He's
Never
not the
has
problem.
been.
I mean, are they going to go ahead and draft Caleb Williams anyway? Maybe.
Yeah.
But is Justin Fields a problem? No. He has no help. He has no line.
guessing
His coaching is bad, and he has DJ Moore and Cole Kmet. That's
so
about it.
Are the Bears the team with the 2 picks?
Yeah, they have two
they'll
very.
get one.
They have
Okay.
the Panthers
Probably
and their
4.
pick.
Okay,
like
so
that.
I think if they truly think that Justin Fields is not the problem, I think they'll be smart,
Take
not
Marvin
draft
Harrison.
Caleb Williams
Marvin
and
Harrison.
draft 2 big weapons and spots they need, including Marvin Harrison
Well,
and any other player.
I think
I don't
they could
think,
even
but they don't.
trade
They
down.
don't.
I
They don't,
think
they don't
you
need
need
Brock
s-
Bowers though.
No.
Actually,
have Cole Kmet.
Brady brings
He's
up
fine.
a good point. They could trade down, get more
Yeah.
draft
Yep.
picks, and still
'Cause
draft a good option that
It's
they
not.
need.
It's not just their weapons. It's their O line. It's their defense. Their defense is horrendous. They need
They need
picks.
D line.
What I think is they'll keep the first overall pick. Go
Draft
like
Marvin Harrison.
Marvin Harrison Jr. But that 4th pick, trade back with, I don't know,
Kansas
someone
City.
or someone like Kansas City, a playoff team that wants a pick for some reason. I don't know, and then they'll get a few picks out of that.
Well, not even a few picks. They
A
could
pick,
also
they'll get a
big
player.
player out of that
Yeah,
as well,
yeah.
along with a pick.
Yeah, that's true.
Still in that first round.
Wait, so did you guys see the safety?
Yeah.
The ball
Aiden
gets
Hutchinson
Oh, yeah.
dominated that play.
The
Yeah.
lineman goes to pick up the ball and then kicks it to the back of the end zone.
Isn't it Ohio
And
State
then he
versus Michigan
actually
this week?
punted the
And
ball.
then Aiden Hutchinson
and
runs
yeah.
over and picks up the ball and just punts into the stands.
He just wanted Justin Fields to know that Michigan's gonna beat Ohio State this weekend.
Michigan still dominates Ohio
I've
State.
never seen a more Chicago Bears play in my life.
And then let's go to another team that's been extremely dominant. The Jacksonville Jaguars defeated the Tennessee Titans 34-14. Also, 2 years ago, the Jaguars were 3-14. They're now 7-3.
The Jaguars might be the most lame team in the entire NFL.
they're
I
so
get
boring
so
to watch.
bored watching the Jaguars. They might be besides the Steelers, they might be the most boring winning team I have ever seen in my
I like
life.
watching Calvin Ridley though. Like I think he's a great receiver.
The entire AFC South has always been boring to watch until the Houston
Except
Texans
Texans.
came out with C.J. Stroud, and back when they had Deshaun Watson. The Houston Texans have been the only team that you really want to watch because every other team has been boring. The Tennessee Titans, when they were good, with Derrick Henry in his prime, they were still
That's
boring to
even
watch.
AFC
Boringer.
South, I feel like, is an easy division to like win. You know what I'm saying? And then
the Broncos could probably win that division.
well, also
Well, the way they're
the
playing.
NFC South, both the South divisions are low key
Yeah.
not that good.
And then another noon game. The Packers defeated the Chargers 23-20. Two big injuries on both sides there. The Packers running back Aaron Jones left the game in the second quarter with a knee injury. Chargers defensive end Joey Bosa got injured in the first quarter with his foot. He's actually leaving the field crying and very visually upset.
Well, they were both crying, but
Yeah.
Well, the Chargers have had some rough games, losing by close
Dude, they can't win those
close games.
I
They
saw-
cannot win those close games, and it's like the last 3 weeks they've been playing.
dude,
saw-
are they 4-6?
No,
Yeah,
hold on.
I
They're
think so.
0-5 in 3-point games.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, they're 4-6. Just pathetic for a team that the Chargers the past 3-4 years have been projected. Oh, they're finally gonna crack the Chiefs. Oh, they're finally gonna win the West. Oh, the Chargers are this and that. But
Well,
Brandon
But
Staley
they have
throws
one
it every
problem,
time.
and it's Brandon,
Brandon
Staley.
Staley.
He's horrible.
Here's my thing. If they do they have a bye this week? No, they already had their bye. They play the Ravens Sunday. If they lose that game, I think it's bye Brandon Staley.
I think it could already be bye Brandon Staley. Did you see
Well,
the
they would have
interview?
already done it. They
Did
would
you
have already
see
done it for the
the
week.
interview he had after the game?
No.
Someone was asking him a question about the defense, and he was like, "Stop asking that question, okay? I'm calling all the defense. I'm the one calling the plays." Like,
Oh,
it was
yes, I have
bad,
seen
dude.
that.
Yeah.
Like,
I
I,
think
don't
there's
even know
just-
how you don't
I think
fire a
he's
dude after
on
that.
the hot seat right now because
Oh,
for sure.
His seat is
the
burning,
Chargers
dude.
have a fantastic roster.
Yeah.
And you're wondering why they're not good with this great roster. It's
Staley.
coaching. The coaching is the
Yeah.
problem there. They need to clear house and bring in new people.
They're also in a very tough division. Like literally, like
the
Well,
Dolphins
I
are the
mean-
only other good team in that division. The
What-
Jets
Are you dumb? The Chargers?
The Chargers?
the
They're
Chargers.
Oh,
the
we're talking about the
West.
chart. I thought we were talking about the Bills. My
No,
bad.
no.
Chargers.
Chargers.
Yeah.
I feel like the AFC West is probably one of the hardest divisions in the league.
I mean, the way the way Denver and Las Vegas are playing right now, it could be come end of the year. It could be a little closer than people think right now.
I mean, it's always close. It always comes down to like the first, like the last 3 or 2 weeks for the Chiefs to win that division.
Not the past few years.
Well, except for, I think last year was like 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Bills defeating the Jets 32-26. Absolutely killed them.
Yep. Finally got that big win they needed.
But Josh Allen has now thrown a pick in 7 straight games. He has not been performing at the level that the Bills want him to. And now we have breaking news here, thanks to Carter from Instagram and Adam Schefter. Ravens head coach John Harbaugh said that after further testing, tight end Mark Andrews has an outside chance to return this season from his ankle injury.
Time to go pick him up in fantasy. He got dropped. I'm about to go pick him up.
And then the Miami Dolphins defeated the Las Vegas Raiders 20-13. Devon A-Chain was taken out of the game after re-aggravating his knee. And Tyreek Hill actually headed to the locker room after hurting his hand. And in a press conference, he jokingly said about his hand injury, "I think I'll be fine. The only thing I'm bummed about is I won't be able to play Fortnite tonight."
A man of culture, man of class.
And then the Giants defeated the Washington Commanders 31-19, proving something. And can the Giants still make the playoffs with a weak schedule? Their schedule is not very strong in the rest of the year. They play 2-8 Patriots. They play the 4-6 Packers. They play the 5-5 Saints.
What are they right now?
They're 3-8.
No.
I don't think they'll make it.
They'll play
is
the
so
Eagles.
hard.
That'll be a loss. They'll play the 4-6 Rams, and then they play the Eagles again. There's two for sure losses on
I think
there.
they'll lose to the Rams.
But you lose
too.
to the Rams too. The Rams just beat the Seahawks, so you never know.
Well, also,
Well,
they hurt Geno Smith.
Well, the Rams defeated the Seahawks 17-16 because of injuries.
They don't have Cooper Kupp, though, so.
Cooper Kupp got actually injured for the Rams and didn't
Yeah.
return in the game because of his ankle. But then Seattle missing two players in big positions. The quarterback Geno Smith didn't return to the game for the Rams and his right elbow. And Kenneth Walker didn't return to the game because of his oblique. And Pete Carroll said in a press conference that it's a serious oblique strain that he had. And the big reason why the Seahawks blew that game was because Missouri alumni Drew Lock only had 3 passing touchdowns.
Drew Lock
with
sold
one pick
them the game.
and a 1.5
Drew Lock,
QBR.
Drew Lock
Drew
threw
Lock's
that game.
dog. It was coaching, guys.
Dude.
Drew Lock's dog.
Oh my
Buddy,
gosh.
you cannot
Drew
say
Lock
it was coaching
threw
when he had
that game
3
away.
passing yards.
Dude,
3 passing yards and 1
The
pick. That's kind
Seahawks-
of crazy.
The Seahawks had a perfectly good chance to throw it, and he just a perfectly good chance to win.
Hold on.
And Drew Lock just throws it.
Hold
back.
on. Drew Lock only had 2 more passing yards than he did picks.
Right.
Oh
That's
my
terrible.
Lord.
Wait. How many Kansas quarterbacks in the league?
None.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
There's Notre Dame quarterbacks in the league.
No one
How many?
cares.
Ian Book.
I'm positive about one. I know Ian Book is in the league.
Who? Yeah, there's 2 Mizzou quarterbacks in the league right now, and one retired, last year, 2 years ago?
And the other one sucks.
Whoa,
Blaine Gabbert?
Whoa.
Blaine Gabbert and Drew Lock
is a
both
dog.
suck.
Nah.
Both of them suck.
Mizzou only has the greatest backup quarterback of all time, Chase Daniels. Like, come on.
Okay.
Marcus Mariota is the best backup.
And then the Sunday night football game that happened last night, the Broncos actually came back and defeated the Vikings 21-20. The Broncos are now on a 4-game winning streak and is second in the AFC West.
Who do they play next?
They don't play us, I know that, because we play the Raiders next.
Oh, easy win.
for
They
the
play the
Raiders.
Browns next. That's gonna be interesting.
good game.
The Broncos open up as 2.5-point favorites. I think that one might be
Really?
a very close game.
Yeah.
I believe it's in Mile High Stadium.
Especially with DTR.
Do you think the Broncos have a shot to make the playoffs over the Bills or the Steelers?
They keep playing like they are now, yes.
You look at their schedule, and there's a bunch of coin flip games. The Browns is a coin flip. The Texans is a coin flip. The Chargers is a coin flip. The Lions could be
I
a
would
coin
even say
flip.
Lions. Patriots,
Lions
Chargers,
are-
Patriots,
Raiders.
they should
I'll
be
go
able
with
to win that
They'll
one.
they'll win at least one of the games against the Chargers. At least they do it every year.
The good thing for them is that they don't play us anymore, but they
Yeah.
actually was able to pull
Yeah,
off
they
a
actually
win
pulled
against
off
us.
a win against us.
So they're 1-2 in the West, which doesn't quite help them. Their other loss coming to the Raiders.
they're already. I mean, I hate saying this, but they're probably not going to win the division. So division wins and losses
Knock
don't
on
really
wood.
count for them right now. Knock on wood.
And then let's preview this Monday Night Football game. This game is probably already finished by the time you're listening to this, but we're filming this Monday afternoon. We're going to preview the Eagles and Chiefs game. Can the Chiefs defense, number 1 defense in the NFL, stop the Eagles offense and the tush push?
No.
Did
Yes.
you just say number 1 defense in the NFL?
Yeah. Points-wise, we're the number 1 defense in the NFL.
Are we actually?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've
we
allowed
have
the
the
least
num-
amount of points in the NFL.
I knew we were good. I didn't know.
I don't care how our defense does, as long as we win and AJ Brown doesn't get 32 fantasy points.
I actually need AJ Brown to go off for like 50. So guys, this might be a
No.
This might be a
no.
toss-up.
But in all serious, I think it comes down to one thing that's been to all year: Chiefs receiver core. Can they get open? Can they make catches? Can they be there for Mahomes in big moments.
I think
No.
in big games, our wide receivers step up. They weren't prepared for that Lions game the first week of the year. The Broncos one was just like a really strange game for Kansas City.
Yeah, it did not feel normal. at all.
But by the time the playoffs come around, that wide receiver group will always act like they're the best in the NFL.
I think whoever scores more points is gonna win.
I think
Who
that's
was
how it works, bud.
Someone said that to me, and they were dead serious. Like that was their prediction for. It was someone for the Grain Valley game.
Like here?
Shoot.
Like one of us?
No,
Oh.
may have been Riley.
I
someone-
would not say
I
that.
don't know. It was someone. bro.
Whoever
It
scores
was
the
so
most points is
funny.
gonna win the
Yeah.
game.
I was
Well,
like,
no
oh really? Yeah.
Let's give
You're
our
like, no way.
let's give our predictions for this Monday Night Football game. Chase, you start.
Oh, I'm gonna give a score here too. I'm gonna go Chiefs 24, Eagles 17.
Yeah, everybody give a score prediction as well. The Chiefs are opened up as 2.5-point favorites.
I'm going to go Chiefs 26 and the Eagles 24.
I'm gonna go Eagles winning the game. It's gonna be 28 to 17.
I got the Chiefs. It's gonna be 31-21, and Mahomes is gonna have a bounce back game.
The Chiefs playing in Arrowhead, I think, will give them an advantage.
I'll be at the game. I'm gonna be cheering loud. It's gonna be
Oh,
cold.
you're gonna be
wet.
there?
I'm
You're
gonna be there
tonight?
Heck yeah, I'm gonna be there, baby. Hey, I'm in like the 20th row at the 50-yard line. Got me
Um,
some free tickets.
The Philadelphia Eagles are missing big players. Derek Bennett, their defensive end. Justin Evans, their safety. And Dallas Goedert, their tight end, the biggest one. I think the Chiefs win this one probably 31-28. So just
Close
above the
game.
spread. And then since it's Thanksgiving week, we won't be talking about these Thanksgiving games very much. But there are 3 Thanksgiving games Thursday. Packers and Lions play each other. Lions always play, and so do the Packers. Commanders, Cowboys always play. And the 49ers and Seahawks. Just say who do you think will win those games? Not the score prediction, because that'll take too long. So Packers and Lions.
Packers, Lions. I think Lions.
Carter's gonna pick the Packers, dude.
It's Lions on Thanksgiving.
Lions.
It's the Lions.
Lions on Thanksgiving. It's their prime.
They lost
time.
on Thanksgiving last year. so-
Yeah, well, they were a little worse last year.
It's the Lions. If you pick the Packers, you're delusional.
I think Jordan Love might be able to show up in this one.
No.
He shows up every week. He plays to the other team's level. That's what he does. If it's a good team, he plays very well. If it's a bad team, he plays very bad. That's just how he plays. But I have the Lions.
I said Lions.
Okay. And then Commanders Cowboys. This one should be somewhat easy.
No, I'm gonna go Commanders.
I was also going to go Commanders.
was
with
also
this
gonna
one.
I like
Dang.
this
Commanders
Commanders
too.
team. This Commanders team, Sam Howell, Eric Bieniemy has this offense running some weeks. I just think it's a
Not
matter of
last
fact
week.
of putting it together. This Commanders team, I think, is a season or 2 away from being really good, and I think they prove it and they beat the Cowboys.
I'm gonna go out of order here really quick. The Washington Commanders have won 1 game in their last 6.
I don't care.
And they just
And-
lost to the
And this
Giants.
is gonna be their
And
second.
the Dallas
third.
Cowboys play like a college football team where it's really high scoring games, or when they play a really good team, it's very close.
I don't care.
I don't care. I'm going
Commanders.
Commanders.
I'm picking
I've always
Commanders.
liked Commanders.
I'm picking Commanders too. I
Commanders.
was already thinking that before Chase even said it.
Apparently, I'm the only non-delusional one.
Yeah, me and Ridge both.
I'm picking the Cowboys. I don't care.
the
They might put up 70.
The Cowboys will win this one easily. This one's at Dallas. There's no way that at Dallas on
we'll
Thanksgiving
see. We'll
they're
see
not
next
gonna.
week. We'll see next week when we come
You know
in
what?
Monday.
You know what? They're going to score 49 points.
Yeah,
7 touchdowns.
Commanders going to score 52. So
Yep. Sam Howell, 500.
Howell,
Sam
Eric
Howell,
Bieniemy.
Sam Howell, 500-yard passing game incoming.
Oh.
500.
Hey, give me
yards
some
to the
dap. Give me
defense.
some dap
500,
for that one.
505 passing yards and 6 touchdowns.
And then
6 maybe.
the final game to close out Thanksgiving will be the 49ers against the Seahawks. This one's gonna be in Seattle. The Niners are 7-point favorites.
I think a close game here, but I think the 49ers superstar power just outpowers the Seahawks.
The Seahawks have some injuries, so I'm going to pick the 49ers.
We're gonna go 49ers here.
49ers.
If Drew Lock plays, the Niners are going to win by 100.
No. If Drew Lock plays, I have Seahawks winning by 30. So
Okay.
Okay. I've got the Niners handedly. So there's actually gonna be no Prime Video, no games on Prime Video
Thank
for
God.
Thursday.
Oh,
So,
that's-
No Al
but
Michaels.
hold on,
Actually,
hold
he'll
on,
probably
hold
be
on.
something.
Don't get too excited. It's on Friday.
Oh, great.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Oh, it
Dolphins
is.
and Jets play Friday, but that's like such a strange game. You have three
Friday.
games: one in the morning, one in the afternoon, one at night on Thursday, and then you
There's a
have
random one on Friday.
2
on-
p.m. on Friday.
2 p.m. on Friday. Just the strangest time in the
What
world.
the
One game
heck?
only.
Well,
Um,
isn't this the first ever Black Friday game? Or
Oh,
was it
I
last
don't
it is
year?
Black Friday game.
Or,
I
I
forgot
feel like there
about
was one
that.
last year, but I don't know. I think it's a new thing they're trying to do. I don't really like it.
And then the rest of the week is set up normal.
They need to get
with
their
Sunday
money.
and
They need to
Monday.
get their money from Black Friday.
Well, I think the NFL still has a deal with Prime Video where they still need to be playing their games for every week. Let's talk about our players of the week. Ridge, you start.
I got T-Law. He had 262 yards, 4 total touchdowns. Dude just had a monster game. I know you guys say it's boring to watch Jacksonville, but I don't know.
I have Darren Bland. People might not know who that is, but
Nobody does.
it's the Cowboys safety. He was tied the NFL single season record for pick sixes. He has 4 pick sixes. He had
That's
one
crazy.
last week. So
Is that why you're hoping for the Cowboys to win?
if he gets that 5th pick six to break the record on
be
Thanksgiving
crazy.
Day, that'd be pretty good.
Yeah, and he gets the pick six to close the lead of the Commanders by 50.
I have Tommy DeVito. The dude's still living at home. He went into the game and he beat the Commanders. And I know me and Chase have been talking them up, but Tommy
Yup.
DeVito just did his thing. He threw for 3 touchdowns, 246 yards, looked very solid, and he had a very good game. And I don't know, he looks solid, and he looks like a guy that can play there the rest of the year. So I'm picking Tommy DeVito as my player of the week.
For my player of the week, I had Tank Dell, 8 receptions, $150 receiving yards, and a touchdown. Just great game. This Texans team's looking better and better. And that rookie duo of Tank Dell and C.J. Stroud is looking outstanding. I think one of the, I'd say top 4 or 5 receiver quarterback duos in the league right now.
And I got Calvin Ridley with 7 receptions, 103 yards, and 2 TDs.
Well, everybody I'm muted. Well, everybody had a different player of the week, but let's see if we all have different teams of the week. Ridge, you start.
Well, I have the Texans. The Texans had another really good week, and I think they are going to keep on a roll. And, yeah, I got the Texans.
I've got the Baltimore Ravens. They had a huge win against the Cincinnati Bengals, and the injuries in the AFC North and the Steelers being so bad, I think has opened up the AFC North for them to have a straight path to win the division, and just a great week to be a Ravens fan.
I know they only, won by 5 points, but I have the Detroit Lions. Just because it's the first 8-2 start since 1962, and they were just bad the last couple of years. So I know an 8-2 start to a season is fantastic. So I think I just got to give them props for that.
Yeah, I also have the Texans. Just think they're on a roll. They're looking like a playoff team right now, sitting at 6-4. Yeah.
I got the Texans. They got a young quarterback that's going to be winning MVP this year.
Ooh.
Let's hurry this one up because we're going to have a lot to talk about with college football here in a minute. But biggest shark of the week, let's go quick.
Wait, what?
Ridge, that means you. We got to go quick.
You go first.
Okay, fine, I'll go first. I have Joe Burrow's injury. That's an absolute shocker because the Bengals are actually starting to get back to their winning ways.
Okay. Am I going or you going? I'll go. I also had Joe Burrow. That's a really big injury for them. So I think the Bengals are basically done. there's not much hope they got left. You can see Jamar Chase in the video. He mouthed something. It was like it's something about how there's no one cares. There's no hope. The Bengals are toast.
I have the Broncos winning their 4th straight game.
I also have the Broncos winning their 4th straight game.
I also have Broncos winning their 4th straight game.
Wow, guys, we're alike. Let's get some high fives.
We also picked the Commanders. We're so cool.
Thank
Yeah,
you. So Brady, Carter, and Chase are just kind of having a bromance over there.
Whoa.
Let's go to college football.
Gotta cut that out.
Keep following this.
Okay, you ready? So now let's go to college football. Archie Manning's come out to say that he might enter the transfer portal if Quinn Ewers elects to return in 2024. The top options for him to go would be Auburn, Florida State, Clemson, USC, Michigan, Oregon, UCLA, Miami, or LSU.
He's going to Oregon.
Oh my
Of
gosh.
course you think
Be
that.
quiet.
He is going to Oregon.
No, he'll.
Do you?
He actually could go to Oregon.
No,
Like,
I feel like he'll go
I-
somewhere
I
like.
think he'll go
Onyx
to-
is leaving, right? He's leaving, and then we're gonna have Arch Manning come in. Manning.
Okay, Chasey's talk.
I think he'll go somewhere like a Clemson or UCLA, somewhere where they have a good roster, they have a good coach, but it's just they don't have that quarterback position.
So does Oregon.
Bro, be quiet.
Let's all give a prediction on what we think that he's going to go. I think he's going to go to USC because Caleb Williams I think he will be leaving after this year. If he
Obviously.
doesn't, then I think Archie Manning will opt over to LSU.
I really like the Clemson fit there.
I'm gonna go Florida State.
Oregon.
This
Do
guy.
you like Oregon or San Diego State?
Yeah. Make
He's
up your
going to
mind,
USC.
Well, the reason why I think he'll go to LSU is because LSU has done so well with quarterbacks in the past. Joe Burrow and now Jaden Daniels. I think they can even pass the baton down to Archie Manning now and make him a top player.
You can go look at my previous picks for the Heisman Trophy winner. I said Jaden Daniels. Just saying.
Good
You
boy.
were the only one to say that. We had 3 Marvin Harrisons, me, Ridge, and Brady, and then Chase had Luther Burden
LB.
Jr., who I don't think will be making it. Syracuse dismissed their head coach, Dino Babers.
Who?
What a fire name.
Dino
Dino?
Dino Bobbers.
Babers.
Dino Bobbers.
Babas.
Babers. He's been with them for a while, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
but
he has.
They had a really good season last year, ranked
They
for a
did.
while, and then losing to Notre Dame at home
Did you
really
see that,
started to make them decline. But now they're 5-6.
Did you see that sneak play versus Purdue?
No.
Bro, what? Dude,
What
what?
are we talking?
No, bro. So I saw this thing on Instagram where like the Syracuse quarterback, you know what I'm saying, handed off the ball but didn't. You know what I'm saying? And then he turned around and then he ran for like 20 yards. It was kind of sick.
Rich, are you okay?
We're sorry, Ridge is doing a handstand here. Michigan tried to cover. Michigan actually tried to cover up their team huddle. I don't
That
know if
was
you guys saw
funny.
the video,
That
but,
was
so
but they
funny.
covered it
That
up with
was
a
funny.
Yeah.
Michigan flag. Michigan, strangely, under Jim Harbaugh before hiring Connor Stallions, was 69-24. Now after they're 21-1, I don't think that's a coincidence. And then before they averaged 33.6 points per game and only allowed 17.8 points per game. But now after they are averaging 40.5 points per game and only giving up 12.4 points per game. So all of their stats have gone up after hiring Connor Stallions.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry about these 4. Chase is trying to raise his hand like we're in school. Just talk.
well, you were talking for a while. I needed to make sure I was okay to talk. Anyway, before you went on that rant about Connor Stallions, I will say, them covering up their huddle was the most funny thing I've seen in college football in a while. Like their managers or whoever that was
They had
doing
2
it.
flags.
Oh yeah, they were dedicated. Like you could tell, like they were really getting into that. It was
They
a
wanted
workout. Yeah.
Was it like a joke or was it like a joke?
I think it was.
I
I
think
think
it
they
was-
were.
It was like
No, I
joke.
think they were dead serious.
Like actually.
I think that they were dead.
Which
dead
would be
serious.
so ironic.
That was really funny. Like that was just so funny.
I thought they were just joking.
And then let's talk about some big games that happened this week. Mizzou narrowly escaped Florida.
Good teams find a way to win.
Okay.
They do.
Well,
A good team is gonna win in a close game where you don't play your best there.
Let's leave Luther.
well, apparently Kansas isn't a good team because they cannot find a way to win, losing
Yup, they
back-to-back
suck.
weeks.
Kansas sucks.
Kansas is awful.
KU sucks.
Carter's just got to take it.
He has to.
What?
We had a freshman walk on QB. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh,
I
should've
hear these
had better
excuses about
recruiting
injuries
classes.
every week, dude.
Honestly,
should've
dude.
You are still a top 25 ranked team. That means
Almost
other
four.
players on your team are good. It's not just your
Yeah,
quarterback.
maybe
fumbled
don't
twice.
hurt your quarterback. Maybe
We
have good O
fumbled
line
twice.
or something.
We fumbled
Bean is
twice.
overrated.
Bean didn't even play.
Alabama.
overrated.
Alabama actually had a really big scare against
Dude.
Chattanooga, only winning 66-10.
Yeah. No, this
Only-
Alabama team.
only.
You know, I like this Alabama team to go into the SEC championship and give Georgia a run for their money.
Hey, I just want to say the lowest percentage chance for Alabama to win was 99.6, which happened just after kickoff.
Really? That's crazy.
The rest of the way, it was 100%.
That's crazy.
But actually, Chattanooga only had one turnover and holding on to the ball for 33 minutes. So they've actually kept a lot of possession. And then Notre Dame had a monster win over Wake Forest.
Oh, okay, bud.
Sam
Hartman's
Hartman.
old team.
Notre Dame is awful. I used to be a Notre Dame.
Sam Hartman had an amazing. No, I wouldn't say he had an amazing week. He had 4 passing touchdowns, but
Wow, for the first time ever.
I think that might be his best game of his career against his former team, Wake Forest. But Audric Estime actually, I believe he passed 1,000 rushing yards now this year.
Really?
Yeah. He had 115 rushing yards with a touchdown, who I think is the best running back in the nation.
Who?
Who's Luther Burden? Oh.
What?
Bucky Irving, best running back
said-
in the nation.
I said
Best
Luther
running back in
Burden.
the nation is obviously Cody Schrader, bud.
It's Blake Corum. Okay.
What? No, he's not. I'm pretty
Blake
sure.
Corum?
No, check. Hold on. Well, let's just look at some statistics here.
Oh, Cody
Okay.
Schrader is leading the SEC in
Right.
rushing yards.
He actually is. And he's 6th in all of college football. And wait, where's Blake Corum?
He's not
Whoa.
that good.
Whoa. 40th? Are you kidding me right now?
So apparently he's not good.
Yeah, he's not good.
Devin Neal.
Devin Neal's not close.
He's probably higher than 40. I'll let you know that.
Oh, he's at 15.
Yeah.
But still, Cody Schrader at 6, and some people ahead of him. A guy from Troy, which that doesn't count as real football. A guy from Georgia State, not real football. Texas Tech, not real
Hey,
football.
don't hate on Georgia
Yeah.
State.
Okay.
Okay,
Jason Bean, come back.
we're going to move to our college football winners and losers. Our winners this week are Oregon, Appalachian State, Texas A&M all walk-on team,
That
was cool.
inspirational.
Arizona, Louisville, New Mexico State, and possibly Florida State. That one's going to be questionable because Florida State. Let's talk about Florida State here for a second. Florida State lost Jordan Travis.
Yep.
Left in an ambulance.
Gruesome injury.
But
Ugh.
that is the most points Florida State has scored since like the second week. So their backup has led them to get more points.
I was
than-
watching that game. Their backup did not look bad at all.
No, I think
He's a pretty good athlete.
I think Florida State could possibly be better off without Jordan Travis.
Oh, whoa.
Okay, hold on.
That's a
Listen,
little-
listen,
that's
listen,
a
Third round
little-
draft pick.
Listen, Jordan Travis with Florida State had very, very, very close weeks with Clemson, with Miami
Clemson's good.
2 weeks ago. Oh, you finally admit it now. So Notre Dame lost to a good team. Thank you.
No, they still suck. Notre Dame's trash.
Oh my God. But Florida State had close game with Miami, 7 points. Had a close game with Clemson. Had a close game with Duke. Had a 2-point win over Boston College. And they absolutely blew out LSU, but that was the start of the year. but this is the second most points that they've scored this year since beating Southern Miss 66-13. But their quarterback is just good. He had 2 touchdowns with 217 yards. His last name's Roadmaker.
Ooh, that's kind of fire. Not as cool as
Tate
Jason.
Tate
Bean.
Roadmaker. Oh wait, he went to Valdosta. Has anyone ever seen that documentary?
No.
No.
I'm not 70 years
Netflix?
old. I don't watch documentaries.
Whoa, don't diss on some documentaries now. Come on now.
You guys should really watch. It's a Netflix documentary a few years ago from about Valdosta High School. It's
What's
good.
the show
kind of
called?
It's kind of cheesy. I don't know. Oregon had a big week. Brady talked to us about that.
Big week.
They beat Arizona State, you know what I'm saying, by a lot. And
49-13.
Yeah, and, Bo Nix, Heisman, he's going to be a future Heisman winner. So
No, it's gonna be Jaden Daniels.
I think it's down to
It's down to them too.
it's down to them too.
Bo Nix is
I
having
think-
a great season.
I think the 4 candidates are like easy. Like you can. The 4 candidates are going to be
Bo Nix,
Bo Nix, Jaden
Michael
Daniels,
Penix,
Michael Penix,
Jaden Daniels,
and Marvin Harrison.
Yes,
Yeah,
Marvin
That's-
Harrison.
those
Marvin
four,
Harrison will
Those
stay at
4 are
4.
gonna be the 4 sitting in the front row at the award ceremony.
And then
Sure.
Oregon plays Oregon State next week, so that would be tough.
Well-
but I think Bo Nix will still got it in the bag and will bring home the Heisman.
Well,
Jaden
we can get to
Daniels.
predictions a little bit later. It's a
Yes,
big
King.
week for
Yes.
teams.
Yep.
It's rivalry week. Let's try to finish up with these winners and losers. Texas A&M all walk-on team.
That was really cool.
That was cool.
It made them fumble the ball.
It did. That was
Inspirational,
yeah, it
man.
It's the heart.
And then Appalachian State spoiled James Madison's athletic program, spoiled their day.
Yep.
But this is not the first time App State's done this. Back in 2007, with that crazy year, they upset the number 5 Michigan by 2 points. Last year, actually,
Yeah, I
when
was
they
like-
played Texas A&M, they got a lot of money for playing them and actually beat them by 3. And now they've beaten James Madison by 3 in overtime.
App
Absolutely
State football
spoiling their day.
on the come up.
Yeah, they pretty much are. Arizona had a monumental win against, what was it, Utah, I
Yeah.
believe? Yeah, big win for them.
Huge win.
And then New Mexico State defeated Auburn 31-10. This is their first win against an SEC opponent in program history. They were previously 0-24, and they open as a 25.5-point underdogs at kickoff against Auburn. So big underdogs with a big win. And then Florida State, possibly a loser, possibly a winner.
Yeah.
Winner because they have a good backup. Loser because they're going to be missing their quarterback.
Experienced quarterback is the major thing there.
Yeah. Let's get into some more losers. James Madison, who lost App State. Actually, they hadn't played an overtime
On
game
college game day, too.
in 10 years. They haven't played an overtime game.
I know we're trying to hustle up because we're almost out of time. But let them bowl. Holy cow, NCAA, you are atrocious.
Let's speed through this. Kansas,
Yeah.
big loss. They're going to drop out of the top 25.
We
USC.
actually did get a receiving vote. I was shocked at that. We had 4 receiving votes.
And then Colorado will not be bowling this year.
Miami.
And Miami, who has come short yet again, once
In big
Louisville,
games.
once Florida State.
Gosh.
They just keep coming up so short to beat these top teams. And then Auburn losing to New Mexico State, an FBS independent team.
Getting
absolutely embarrassing.
demolished by New Mexico State. That cannot happen to a staple in college football like Auburn.
And let's get into this chaos scenario that I found on Twitter. So let's think about this. Michigan is 13-0.
Yep.
They win the Big Ten. So they're obviously going to be the 1 seed there. Florida State, 12-1, lost in the ACC championship game. Washington, 12-1, losing in the Pac-12 championship game.
Okay.
Oregon, 12-1, winning the Pac-12 championship game.
Oregon's in.
So then Oregon then.
Oregon's in.
Bama, 12-1, winning the SEC championship game. Georgia, 12-1, losing the SEC championship game.
Oh my gosh.
Ohio State, 11-1, losing to Michigan. And
It's simple. It's simple.
then Texas, 12-1,
No,
winning the
it's
Big
not
12 championship
Texas.
game.
It's
No,
not Texas.
it's
and
obvious.
then Louisville, 12-1, winning the ACC
Okay,
championship
I
game.
will say Louisville.
Oh,
there's no
wow.
chance in the world they put them in. Here, let me.
That's amazing.
No, here.
Like a
That would
lot
be-
of
that
one-loss
would-
teams.
that would
That's
be
a
so
that is
awesome.
the
No.
definition of a chaos
Here-
scenario.
Okay, obviously you have Michigan and Oregon in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oregon winning a
Yep.
tough
I think-
Pac-12 and Michigan obviously.
I think
undefeated.
Bama gets in there.
I do think Bama.
I
If
think
Bama beats Georgia,
and Georgia are in there at the 3 and 4.
Possibly.
I think you have
you don't,
Georgia
you don't
at the
put
3.
the
Alabama
you
at
don't
the
put the ACC winner in there.
no, Florida State.
Louisville-
Florida State lost.
If
Yeah.
Louisville beats Florida
Oh
State,
yeah,
no.
you're right. You're right.
If Florida State wins, okay.
Here's the
they're in.
thing: Louisville
like-
will not jump 5
No,
spots.
No.
to beat
Louisville.
Florida
There's
State.
no chance they're in. Like no way.
But even if Florida State wins, they still might not get in.
Yeah.
Even if Bama
I
wins the
think
SEC championship
okay.
game.
So you look at it: Michigan, Oregon are locks. Alabama, you win the SEC, you're in.
You're in.
That's obvious.
You're in.
So I think it just comes down to Georgia and Texas. I think it comes down to if the committee wants to favor the SEC team a lot more. Both one-loss teams. One's a conference champ, the other isn't.
Well,
it's
you also have to
Georgia.
realize the competition between the ACC and the
Well,
SEC.
the Big 12. But
The-
yeah.
Like the SEC is just
SEC.
so
I
loved
think
by
they
the
put
college
both of them
football
in.
committee.
If Alabama wins, I think you put both of them in.
It just sucks for Ohio State because like this game this week is
Yeah.
going to be the game that defines their season. If they lose, they're out.
They're done.
If they win,
And they have a
they
chance.
have a chance if they
to
win the
beat
Big Ten
Iowa.
championship.
Yeah.
If Ohio State wins the Big Ten championship
There.
game, I'll be shocked because their quarterback,
Kyle McCord.
I don't think he's that great in big
Not
pressure
good, not
situations. Which these next 4 games possibly for them, if they make it to the college football playoff, will be huge, big pressure situations for them.
Yeah.
So let's predict these games. So Ridge has sole possession first 19 and 5. I'm tied with Carter. We're both 17 and 7. Chase is right behind us at 16 and 8. And Brady's actually turned around a little bit, 13 and 11. Now has a winning record.
Not away, Brady.
The difference that happened between me and Ridge last week, I switched. Ridge switched away from Kansas last minute. He originally picked Kansas State and then switched to Kansas. I switched to Utah last minute after
You mean the
picking
op-
Arizona.
You said it the opposite way.
Yeah.
He had Kansas, then he switched to Kansas State.
Yeah.
He switched
Yes,
away.
away from Kansas. So let's run through these like first 5 really quick, and then we can get into big ones. But all of these games, big rivalry games.
Big
Texas
weekend.
A&M at LSU.
At LSU, Jaden Daniels needs a game to solidify his Heisman campaign. I think LSU gets a win here, and I think they sneak in to a New York Six Bowl.
Ooh.
That's a
Carter?
hot prediction.
I'm gonna ride with LSU and Jaden Daniels. He's unstoppable.
LSU.
I think it's going to be closer than what anyone really wants it to be, but I think Jaden Daniels is going to secure the Heisman with this game. I think he's going to have a really good game against Texas A&M, and yeah, I got LSU.
I've got LSU. I think this will be close. LSU will pull away with it in the end. Our next one, Texas Tech against Texas.
I just gotta go Texas. I don't think that's a close game at all.
He's picking Texas Tech. Oh my, because Texas Tech beat Kansas.
Texas Tech.
I knew
Go
it.
Horns.
Texas.
Texas.
Horns down.
And then Oregon against Oregon State. Oh wait, sorry, I didn't get my prediction.
Yeah, none of them did either.
Yeah, they did. I picked Texas. Now Oregon and Oregon State.
Oregon State. You know, Oregon State kind of disappointed me last weekend. And it's at Oregon. I go to Oregon.
Oregon.
Ducks, baby.
I like OSU, but I'm going Oregon.
OSU?
Oregon State?
Yeah, that's not their abbreviation, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
What is it? What is
it's
it?
ORST.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
RST. Okay.
I've
OSU,
got
Oklahoma.
Oregon. So our next one, North Carolina against NC State. Let's make this one a quick one, even though this will be a close one.
You can't make this one a quick one. This is a great rivalry game. North Carolina, I don't think they're that great. Overrated. I'm gonna go North Kansas City. North Carolina
North Kansas
State.
City, yeah.
Okay, I'm so sorry to say this, but we have very little time, so we have to rush through these next few picks, unfortunately.
Let's just not play a game.
We have.
No, we're
let's play
playing
a
Let's just
game.
not
We're
play
playing a game. We're playing a game.
Okay, so
Okay,
North
let's go.
Carolina, NC State, Carter.
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
I've got NC State in the upset at home. Kentucky at Louisville.
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 I've got Louisville. Bama against Auburn, the Iron Bowl.
Bama, baby.
Alabama.
Bama.
What are you?
Bama.
I've got Bama. And then the next one will be Florida State at Florida.
Florida State.
I'm shocked you did not pick Florida there.
Why? Why would I pick
Because
Florida?
Florida had a really close game with Missouri, and
Yeah, they still
Florida
lost.
State's
Still
quarterback's out.
Florida State.
Florida State.
Florida State.
Florida State.
Florida's quarterback's out.
This is going to be a rough one right here.
Are we all gonna have the same picks? This one might switch it up.
Yeah,
on
that's
us.
what I was thinking.
Ohio State against Michigan at
Hold
the
on.
Big House.
What's the big house? Whose is that?
That's
That's
Michigan's.
Michigan.
Oh, Michigan all the way.
Michigan.
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 Michigan. I think we all had the same prediction. Did somebody pick Oregon State?
No.
No.
Guys,
but
But we.
Texas Tech.
he picked
Yeah,
Texas.
he picked
Okay,
Texas,
yeah.
and we picked NC State.
So we're all right. He got that. He got that one loss this week. So
Yeah. Well, me and Riley have NC State.
So
So
no
Oh,
matter
yeah.
what, I stay in first place, right? Because we all got the same picks.
Alrighty,
Really?
so
pretty much.
I have a high.
We're on to the game.
Wait, sorry. We're gonna do a
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving themed.
Guys, I'm grateful for you guys.
Everybody's gonna
grateful
have
for you too, Chase.
everybody's gonna have 2 strikes. This will be the last 10 Thanksgiving winners in the NFL. There are
And you
no repeats.
Wait, what? Thanksgiving winners?
Last 10 Thanksgiving winners in the NFL,
Like-
no repeats.
Like the Thanksgiving games?
Yeah.
Like all of them? Like all three
The
of them?
last 10 Thanksgiving winners in the NFL,
Okay, I know.
no repeats. So if the Cowboys won twice,
Okay.
we're picking the closest one.
Oh, okay.
I know.
This
Cowboys.
one, the farthest back it goes is 2017.
Okay,
The
yeah.
10th spot is 2017.
Okay, I know.
Cowboys.
Cowboys is in at number 3 over the Giants in 2022 last year.
The Bills.
Bills beat Lions last year, filling in at the number 3 spot.
Vikings.
Vikings won last year over the Patriots.
Packers.
The Packers have not won any of the last 10.
Wait,
so
is
Rich
he
has a
out?
strike.
Oh,
No
he's
We have 2 strikes. So, Chase?
You said 2017
So
is the farthest one.
4
it goes.
and 5 is 21. 6 and 7 is 20. 18. Number 8 is 2019, and 9 and 10 is 2017.
Okay, one of them has to be the Lions.
Oh, sorry. I've got to make this very specific. You now have to guess the city and the nickname. Some teams may have relocated that one. You got to get the right one.
Lions. Have they really not won a Thanksgiving game?
Since
Not,
No
not, not
way.
one of the last 10.
6 years?
Nope.
I know.
That's crazy.
The Washington Redskins. No way.
Wrong nickname.
Oh,
Yeah.
Washington Commanders? Oh, Washington football team. Washington football team. Does that not count? Come on, that's the same
Yeah,
thing.
give it to
No,
him.
That's the
doesn't
same
count.
thing. Come on.
Because no,
You
give
have
it
to
to
name
him
it.
because he could just guess it.
Okay.
Yeah. Give it to him.
Next time, if somebody
am
gets
I out?
if somebody gets a
It's 2 strikes.
city or a nickname wrong, I'm gonna say it's wrong, and it might just be a different city or nickname.
Oh, okay, that's smart. Because
So
gonna go-
don't like pause
Washington
like you did
football
like
team
that.
beat the Cowboys in 2020.
the Chicago Bears.
No way.
The Bears beat the
That
Lions
was
in
what?
21.
That was my next pick.
They always play on Thanksgiving.
Oh, I
Not
got a
this
good
year.
one.
No, I'm lost. That was my next pick.
Ridge has a strike and Chase has a strike.
I'm just
Ridge,
looking
you're
at
out.
teams, bro.
What year?
We have the 4 spot, 2021 left. We have 2020 left. We have a 2019 left, and we have 2 2017s left.
I
So
don't
5
know.
spots left.
I don't know.
Are you forfeiting?
Um,
Just throw out an NFL team.
just
Yeah.
an NFL team. Philadelphia.
The Eagles are not one. Not one.
New England.
The New England Patriots are not on there. So
Chase-
Chase and Ridge are
gosh,
both
dude.
out. This comes down to Carter and Brady. Both have 2 strikes left.
Let's go, Brady. First win.
Wait, who did Chase say?
He checked the
Yeah, I guess-
Patriots, I
He
think.
chose the Patriots?
I
The
believe.
Philadelphia Eagles.
He
just said
chose
it.
He
Oh,
chose
that's-
No,
the
that's a
but he
strike,
did-
that's a strike.
But that's a
You
strike.
gotta
That's a
pay
strike.
attention.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna go Ravens.
The Ravens are not one in the last.
Oh,
10.
you guys are dumb.
If both of you get this wrong, you guys go back to one live and you keep guessing.
Okay.
The
So-
New York Giants.
The New York Giants have not won one of the last 10.
Oh my gosh.
So Brady, you guess it,
You have a
you
chance
win
to
it.
win it here, Brady.
Okay, so Let me think divisions real quick. So we got. I was thinking Browns, but not anymore. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking Browns.
There's still 5 teams left, by the way.
This is gonna be rough. I think I'm gonna go. Oh,
I need an answer.
We're gonna go Browns. Browns. Just say Browns.
The Browns are not one, so Carter and Brady both come back to one life.
Okay.
Carter, I need a guess. Here, I'll give you guys both a hint. There's only one team still left that is relocated. Actually, no, 2 teams.
Oh, you
Relocated?
guys got to get this.
Yes, relocated.
There's
No nickname change,
both
just
the
relocated.
two only teams that
relocated city.
have relocated in the past.
Oh, the
So
Houston
long.
Oilers.
What? No.
I said the latest is 2017 and he gets the Houston
serious,
Oilers.
bro?
Los Angeles
What?
Chargers.
The Los
Are
Angeles
you-
Chargers is correct.
Let's go.
I didn't know he said 2017. Oh.
Phil Euler, and what was
So
that? Like 400 years ago.
He said last 10 winners on Thanksgiving.
That was like in the 1800s.
And I said the
so the Las Vegas Raiders beat the Cowboys in 2021. The Texans beat the Lions in 2020. The Saints beat the Falcons in 19. And the Steelers beat the Colts in 2017.
Jesus.
So Brady got one of the ones in 2017.
Why am I
So
so
Brady,
bad
go.
at games?
Brady has won his first game.
Attaboy,
Let's go.
Brady, attaboy.
I'm
Attaboy,
so
Brady.
bad at games. I have not won a single game.
Okay,
No, you
this
won-
one
you won
is
2
going to be a fast one. I think we can get it in.
we do.
8 minutes.
We have 8 minutes.
14 schools. Top 14.
Oh my gosh.
14 schools with a college football playoff appearance. You have 1 strike.
Oh,
Like
shoot.
that have just made an appearance.
Made
in
an
it?
appearance in the college football
I know.
playoff.
Alabama.
Alabama's in number 1 with 7.
TCU.
TCU is at number 13 with 1.
Georgia.
Georgia is at number 5 with 3.
Ohio State.
Ohio State is at number 3 with 5.
Michigan.
Michigan is at number 6 with 2.
Clemson.
Clemson's at number 2 with 6.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's at number 4 with 4. I think you guys cleared out the top 6.
I'm. Oh,
I have my
said-
next in my head right now.
how do you already have your next pick?
Yeah, I have like 3 or 4.
Oh my God, you guys are fiends, bro. I'm gonna say.
There's 7 teams left. You guys got in half of them.
I'm gonna just throw it out there. We're gonna do Michigan State.
Michigan State at number 11 has
No
made
way.
an
Really?
appearance.
What?
No way.
Oregon.
Michigan
What?
State.
They were good. Bro.
Oregon.
That was actually the first ever cultural playoff appearance.
Yeah.
First ever college football tournament.
Oregon.
Oregon has made one with Marcus Mariota.
Florida State.
Florida State has made one.
Oh my gosh. Nebraska.
Nebraska has
No,
not.
What?
No way. No way.
A college football playoff
Yes, bro.
appearance.
Yes, like back in like 1980s, they were crazy.
The college football playoff wasn't around back in the 1980s.
Oh, for
that was
real?
the BCS championship game.
Yeah.
Who is this kid? Okay. Am I allowed? If someone's already said it, will you tell me?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna say LSU.
LSU's correct.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my gosh.
Why can I think of that?
No way.
I'm between 2 right
They
now.
actually only have one appearance and they won the Natty that year.
I told you.
I don't-
boy.
I want to trust my instinct. But I just don't
There's
know.
so
Trust-
common teams
trust
left.
your-
I know, but like it's like
Trust it.
Texas.
Texas has not.
Oh.
So Brady and Chase
Dude,
are out.
Hey, hold on. Can I look at
Carter,
it
this
real
might
quick?
be your opportunity.
Oh, I know. Cincinnati.
Cincinnati has made an appearance.
gosh.
That-
What in the-
oh my gosh, that was a
the most
smart pick. That
clutch
was a smart
answer
pick.
of all time.
There is a very common one that you guys are missing.
Oh my gosh.
Huge.
Oh, Florida.
Wrong.
Oh,
Chase
Carter
Carter's one.
wins.
Okay,
go.
I just want to say this. I'm in full Notre Dame gear right now, and I'm offended. Nobody guessed Notre Dame.
Because Notre
you
Dame
guys are
sucks.
trash.
We
Did I
made
win?
2 college football playoff appearances.
Did I win?
Tied for 6.
Yes, you
Carter
won.
won.
Did Tennessee make
Wait,
it too?
so everyone at
Tennessee on
least
there?
has one game win now.
That was
I
my
don't know.
next
My
guess.
phone's not working anymore.
I just blew that.
Tennessee has not. No.
Well, I
Carter,
don't.
you
Doesn't matter.
finally
I
have
won.
Okay,
win.
there's a Notre Dame backpack, a Notre Dame shirt, a Notre Dame
That was my
jacket.
next. Notre Dame was my next guess.
Notre Dame
but then you
shoes
started saying
on,
you said
like,
Notre Dame.
No,
so.
my next.
What?
I was actually between Texas and Miami. I'm surprised neither of them them have made one yet.
What about the Nebraska Cornhuskers?
The other ones that you guys were missing.
Washington.
Wait, I think you guys were only missing one. It was Washington.
Oh, I didn't know that.
When did they make it?
I
It was a
remember that.
weird year. I think it was 20. I want to say it was 2018. Somewhere around there.
Really?
But happy Thanksgiving, Green Valley. That is all we have for you guys,
See you guys.
today.